Status report. It is that time of the year. Headed to Missouri, headed to Kansas. It's kind of a mixed bag over the next couple weeks. Currently got a bunch of styrofoam squeaking. That's what we got.
Take exit 277 on the right.
But
I-55 north.
we're getting here north out of Memphis. Had a bunch of traffic, bunch of accidents, but we finally getting it rolling. But anyways, headed up to the farm. It's the first stop for this Midwest, late October, early November Rutcation. Do it every year. Some years better than others. This is what we're up against. It is October the 26th. It is sunshine, blue skies, great weather at the house, great weather here in Memphis. Terrible weather for deer hunting. 80 degrees, 70s up at the farm. But what it's doing there that it's not doing here while it's sunny and blue skies is it is raining up there. Today, yesterday, tomorrow, and a little bit through the weekend. More rain than I'd like for trying to be hunting, but we're gonna make it work. Got rain gear, got covers for the cameras, gonna do the best we can. Bouncing in and out, try to be safe, but it's approaching that Halloween time frame, which is always go time for me. It has been god awful. The Midwest, for the bulk of it, has been wrecked by EHD this year due to the drought, due to the extreme temperatures. Southern Iowa, I've seen people talking about upwards of 50 to 75% of their herd lost. We have had minimum buck activity and very, very limited deer activity. Some of that related to the heat. Some of it I'm also afraid that it has to do with EHD and possibly a decent number of our bucks being dead. There are a few decent deer here and there popping up on the cameras. I'm hoping that maybe we will get up here and start hunting and see deer that haven't been on cameras. The big thing, one of the things I always look for this time of year, big weather fronts, obviously coinciding with the rut or the pre-rut, is huge. We're going to be 70s and 80s down to 40s within less than 48 hours. Winds out of the south switching to the north. Rain, which what scrapes are out there, what activity's been being hit. When that rain comes through and then it stops, those deer love to go hit those scrape sites, freshen them up. Then it's going to be cold overnight, 30s, and then by Saturday night and Sunday night, getting down in the low to mid 20s. Can only hunt about 4 days right now, and then gotta go work for a few days, and then I'll be back over for about 10 days. So, trying to squeeze something in here. Kansas, Missouri, been about the same boat. Not a lot of activity. Got some public land spots that are really good that I know about. Got a couple of small pieces of private ground that I got an opportunity to hunt. Just gonna kind of be one of those get over there and see what's going on kind of deals when I do get to Kansas. But Missouri is the focus this weekend. Got the new Quiet Cat. It's back there riding. Got the truck loaded down with everything you possibly think you'd need, or at least I hope I do. Got the bow, got the rifle in case we do stick it out through rifle season for Missouri. Gonna, in the morning, not gonna hunt in the morning. Get up here late tonight, go by the farm, unload a lot of stuff out of the truck, then get back up here pretty early in the morning, go around, do some scouting on some of the areas that I don't plan on hunting, pick up a few cell cameras, pick up a few regular cameras, do some moving around, that kind of stuff, and just kind of see what sign looks like, see if I see any dead deer in any creeks or anything, and then gonna get in really, really early tomorrow afternoon. Gonna go into one of the areas that we've kind of been holding off on as far as pressuring and coming up here and hunting early. It's our big block of timber. I'm gonna get in there a little after lunch tomorrow, settle in, hunt all tomorrow afternoon, and probably bouncing around between there and our food plot these next couple of days. I feel like Friday evening, Saturday is kind of more of a hope to get lucky kind of thing. I was a bald eagle out in that field. But kind of a hope to get lucky kind of deal. But Sunday and Monday, weather is phenomenal. See how it goes? Don't keep pounding these miles out. phone. Ghost town for deer. I can't explain it. I've spent part of last night, yesterday evening, part of the day this morning looking for carcasses, bodies, whatever. Haven't found any. Found some dead coons in some creeks. Maybe the coons are becoming victims of VHD, which would be okay by me and I'm sure everybody else in the country. But as far as deer, I haven't found any dead deer yet. So checking cameras, checking some regular cameras in places where we didn't have some Moultrie cells. Haven't stumbled across any crazy good pics. A lot of the same. Bypass this seat belt because I'm not on the road. I'm in the fields, but anyways. So no deer, no dead deer, I should say. No deer really. Did have some pictures of Massey Ferguson, year 3. Looks like he's lost a little bit of his mass. Overall, his frame looks a little better. Matthew and I talked about it last night. I honestly think he's a touch bigger, even though his rack is kind of changed from where it was 2 years ago when he was real thick on his right side. He kind of cleaned up last year, got more even, got a base kicker. He's got the same rack this year with a little bit better tine length. Very, very similar rack profile to Turtle. Not sure if he's the offspring of Turtle or what, but very, very eerily similar looking back at some pictures of Turtle when he was 4, 5 years old possibly. How close their racks and some of the characteristics, features of it, how close they are. But nonetheless, basically what I'm doing now, it's midday. The temperature has bottomed out as I said it was going to, with this front moving in. We're at yesterday I was checking stuff with shorts and a t-shirt. Today obviously I'm in jacket, jeans, etc. But going in here to check the last couple of spots, pull some regular cards, take some cell cameras down from some of our summer areas and reposition them. And starting this afternoon, it's on. Like, I'm hunting pre-rut to rut this evening going forward. So I'm gonna get up here and get settled in probably about 2-3 o'clock-ish this afternoon. It's 12:45 now. I'm fixing to change out one more camera. I'm gonna head back to the hotel, take a shower, get back out here, get ready, and get in for an afternoon sit, and look forward to it. I've got just a few more last items to do to kind of close everything out and be good to go. So we'll be back with you guys here in a little while when we're heading into the tree. But excited, ready to get this Midwest rut swing going. So all right guys, that's kind of where we're at in the barn here. Got all right, this is what we're up against. It's starting to rain, light, nothing serious, nothing to be concerned of. Old Sitka gonna keep me dry and warm. But you got the quiet cat, Ibex. Been running around on this thing for about a day or so. Still got plenty of juice left. Probably take it in tonight and charge it back up, but well above half charged. Really impressed so far with this thing. Just how much it's helping me get around on the farm. But got the backpack packed up. Like rattling bones. Got the obsession. Heading in. That's pretty much all it is to it. Heading in, go get in this stand. It's a new stand that Matthew and I hung up in the springtime. It's right in the middle of our timber. It's in a great transition. Got the creek behind me. Not a lot of water in the creek, but it's behind me. I'm on a slight little hillside, or hilltop, I should say, in this flat. Big ridge behind me. Deer like to walk that ridge. Deer like to drop down across the creek, come through this bottom. I'll be able to see the field, see if I see any deer working it. Got my old vector grunt call. Got me a little bit of just chilling, and got me some cover scent. The dirty. But about to slip in here and try to make something happen. I believe I've got everything. Gonna see how it goes. Rigged me up a little light on the front of the Quiet Cat, but about to shoot down in there. Gonna throw these bones over my head, grab this bow, and take off across this bean field. It is one of them days that I like. I'm not a big bluebird crystal clear kind of guy. I like nasty, not necessarily unhuntable nasty, but I like dreary, nasty weather. I think it makes big deer get up and move. I killed a lot of big deer on cold, nasty, wet, just yuck days. I think it forces them to get up, and then with this big temperature drop that we've had, I think that's also a factor as well. So look forward to it. We'll catch you guys in a tree. I'm gonna leave the Quiet Cat parked out there, but heading back in here. Been a lot of activity on these corner cameras. I'll slip off in this timber. A lot of bedding up in here. We've got this little bit of rain, and then it's supposed to move out about 4:30. I'm thinking when that happens, these deer are really gonna get up and feed hard the next couple days, because it's such a drastic temperature drop. And I think these bucks are gonna just get to going wide open. I don't think it is gonna set it off in here, so. Setup's right in there. We're only about 80 yards off this field edge, 50 yards from the creek behind us. I'm gonna get some ribbon hung up on this tree right here, because we don't have any markings letting us know where this actual little trail is. And it's kind of growed up. And I'm gonna ease in here and get set up. Really uncooperative. First time I'm gonna stay in, gotta make sure everything's just right. But we are there now. Good north wind. Temperature's dropping. One of my favorite spots on the farm is where we took this stand from, which was only about 150 yards to
best rattling tips I ever got was you're rattling with real antlers and you can't smell them. You're not rattling hard enough. Got a pretty decent buck in here behind me. Had a doe come through a minute ago. Put eyes on this buck across the creek. Pretty sure it's a pretty good looking 3-year-old that we got on camera. I can see him back there doing a little rubbing. Well, that happened fast. I didn't make the best shot. It was a doe, but she's down. Spider. They came in running. I didn't really have a chance to get that much footage or get my face mask or anything ready. But well, doe down. A couple other does still coming in here.
Play knife. The knife.
We gotta load it up.
But me and Donald went and got her loaded up. Temperature's falling. Thought I'd left the GoPro into the barn, but I didn't, so we didn't get the dragging her on video, but we're about to put some use to this skinner rack he's got up here and drop the one he's got hanging. Get after this one. Thick. Thick now. Gotta cut this out too. Ooh. Man, you could have left her hanging up. I could have sliced and diced that thing quick.
Oh, no, you're fine. Back up a little bit more. Oh, never mind.
Oh!
All right, guys, getting ready to head back in, and I don't know if you all can hear it or not, but it is sleeting pretty good outside. What does that mean? Means there's ice coming down. So pretty much got everything. Well, first off, shot the doe this morning, got her cleaned up. Appreciate the help from my boy Donald. Getting the last of my stuff kind of gathered up here. As you can see, I'm decked out pretty good. What am I in? The Sitka incinerator. Why am I in the incinerator? One, it is waterproof. Two, it is extremely warm. And with this weather, I'm gonna need all the help I can get to stay dry. It's not so much about not getting cold. It's not extremely cold. I hunted in way colder last year up here in this same suit and setup. But it's more so about trying to stay dry. So that's what we're doing. I have rigged up another arrow for the bow, and it appears that we're about ready to roll. I went down there earlier, put the decoy out, got it set up. Well, not set up, but got it set out to be ready to roll this afternoon. I am going to use it. So we'll see how that goes. I'm hunting the edge of the beans and the corn. There's a little bit of oats out in front of me, where Matthew and I came in and threw some oat and wheat and stuff out this summer. Looks like when it finally did rain, it washed most of it down. It's bundled up pretty thick, but it is what it is. Can't do much about that. Outside of that, I think for the most part we're ready to roll. I'm gonna get on the bike, get loaded down with what I got to carry in there. It's a new stand that we hung in the spring. We haven't hunted it ever. We've hunted close to there, but never this actual setup. So first time in, hoping for some good luck. Just mostly trying to put some eyes on some deer. As I've been saying, it's been extremely slow. So we haven't, even with this cold weather, we just haven't had the deer this summer. I don't know if EHD, I don't know if they've just different food sources through the spring and the summer or what, but it's been bad. So, all right, well, I'm gonna get loaded down the last few things and we're gonna get to going across there and we'll be with you guys when we get to the tree.
We're approaching that golden hour, or the witching hour, as some people call it. But it's the last afternoon of this first hunt, this little short trip. It's been a beautiful day, cold, wind out of the northwest all day. I don't think the temperature's got above freezing. And with the wind chill, it's been in the low to mid 20s all day. It's just great to be